I hate to admit it, but I guess I got the curse.
Have you heard about the Siargao curse? If you haven't, do you think it could be some sort of infectious disease or perhaps like a religious curse or a ban? For now, I'm just gonna tell you that it's none of the above. But in this video, we're gonna find out what the Siargao curse is and if it's real.
We invented it.
That's what I was gonna say. I think this guy invented the Siargao curse. Shh. I'm outside a secret location now here in Siargao, and every Tuesday night a lot of expats and locals gather at this place for trivia night. So I'm gonna go in and talk with them and see if I can find out anything about this secret curse.
I'm not gonna lie, I miss McDonald's.
Miss McDonald's?
Don't hate me.
I'm gonna bring this camera and you along with me, and I'm gonna keep it real and raw. I'm gonna show you everything that happens here. And by the way, I do feel myself like I'm under the spell of this Siargao curse, so I do know a thing or two about this curse. My name is Ray K, still sunburned, still lost. Let's go. In this video, you're gonna meet 5 local characters that are gonna share their Siargao curse story. Welcome to the Philippines. You know, I love how friendly Filipinos are. The place that I'm at right now, it's actually called Barrel. How do you say it? Barrel? Barrel, yeah. And it's right by the ocean here in General Luna, by the tourism road. So now you know the secret of where this place is. My buddy Carl, that is sitting right over here, has organized a sort of trivia night for me and some other friends. This place is gonna be packed soon. All right, all right. Say hi to Carl. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Actually, I know Carl because we're both Scandinavian. I'm from Norway and he's from Sweden. Oh, but you're half Swedish and half Filipino, right?
Yes. Born in Sweden, but half Filipino.
When did you first come to Siargao, and how did you end up staying here?
First time I came to Siargao was back in 2011, 2012. I booked my stay here for 1 week. And I ended up extending twice because I liked it so much. And then I came back the year after that, and then again 2 years after that. And the third time I came back in 2016, I never left.
Right. Have you heard about the Siargao curse?
I could say yes. I experienced it before it even had a label.
Would you say that it's a very dangerous disease to get?
I wouldn't say dangerous. It's more like it depends on where you are in life. Because a lot of people, they come here and they get stuck here and they find Siargao and they love it so much.
So what I'm hearing here is that this Siargao curse has to do with something that makes people get stuck here.
Yes. So people get stuck here in both good ways and bad ways, you know? So, you know, there are people, you know, they come here, they visit, and they love the place so much, and they decide to live here for a while. But then, I know in some instances, it's hard for them when they have to go back to the city or back to reality. It's hard for them to adjust. Because all they want is to come back here.
So basically, the Siargao curse is that people come here and you just don't want to leave. And a lot of people end up actually staying here, right?
Yes. People come here, they fall in love with the island, the community, the people, the vibe.
You're one of those people, right?
Yes.
How do you feel like it's living in Siargao versus in Sweden?
I gotta say that moving here is a decision that I don't regret at all. I mean, again, just like the lifestyle here, the lifestyle, the vibes, just the community and everything is, you don't have this back home. You know, you go back home, everyone is so focused on, you know, work, you know, who has the best paying job, the nicest car, the biggest house. Here, you know, no matter who you are, as long as you're, you know, no matter who you are, you will find your place.
You're really like one of the OGs of Siargao then.
I wouldn't say OGs. There are definitely people that have been here a lot longer than I have. First time I came here was 2011. And I think the island really didn't boom until 2018, I think, 2017, 2018. And that was about a year or two after I actually moved here.
So basically, Siargao was very different before 2017. compared to how it was after 2017. Can you tell me a little bit more about the difference?
Even back then, like the island was still very relaxed. There was not a lot of people. Not even a lot of people, even Filipinos, knew about Siargao. It became very popular after they made a Filipino movie called Siargao.
Really?
Yeah, which is a Filipino love story about a local surfer falling in love with a city girl. So after they made that movie, the whole island just boomed.
Wow, there you go. I actually have a background from film production myself, mostly music videos, but I've told a lot of love stories in my music videos. And one of my other YouTube videos that I made here was about cross-cultural dating. So I went to the AFAM Bridge, which is very famous for, cross-cultural dating and people finding each other. If you haven't seen that one, I'll put the link up here or in the description as well, so you can go check out that video. But you have a girlfriend that's, she's Filipina, right?
Yes, she's Filipina. She's from Manila. We've been together for 5.5 years now.
How did you guys meet? Was it on the AFAM Bridge?
No, we met in a bar here in Siargao.
Oh my God, now I'm so disappointed. I was really hoping that here I had like a real life AFAM Bridge couple. I'm kind of interested in cross-cultural dating and, have you had any issues with sort of like having different cultures and different sort of understandings of like how things are done in Sweden versus Philippines?
If I would compare dating, say, Westerners with Filipinos, I would definitely say that dating Filipinos is a lot more lively. There is a lot more emotions. There's a lot more words going on. Both good and bad. It takes some time to get used to. They are very big on expressing themselves. Whether they are sad or happy or angry. They can be very, it's kind of like dating a Latina in a sense. And, being me coming from Sweden, people are usually more, laid back. It's more on communicating with words and,
I think it's the same in Norway for sure.
Yeah. Here it's more like, you don't be surprised if there's yelling and throwing flip-flops. So, things like that.
Let's go back to the Siargao curse. Do you know a lot of people that have come here and, just decided to stay, or is it common, or is it very uncommon? What do you think?
Oh, all the time, on a weekly basis.
On a weekly basis, wow.
You have people coming here. They check into a hostel. They're going to be here for 4 or 5 days. Next thing you know, like 2 months later, they're still going to be here.
This place used to originally be just for surfers, right? But when you're looking at the people that come to Siargao today, would you say that there's more surfers or more people that come here for the nature or nightlife experience?
I would say before the island became popular, the only people that knew about this place was surfers. After it became busy, then you can definitely say that a lot more people come here for the nightlife.
All right, next up is an island couple that has some very interesting thoughts on shoes, of all things. All right, it's starting to fill up behind me right now. The trivia is about to start. And I just sat down at another table here with someone I assume is a couple, or...
Yeah.
Yes, happily married.
Happily married.
Oh, wow, that's great, that's great. And you guys live here in Siargao, right?
We do. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We do. We live on Siargao. We've been here for a year only, but it's been a year. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened.
So, where are you guys from? What's your story, and why did you choose to live in Siargao?
So I'm from Germany.
I'm originally from Switzerland, and my brother's a diving instructor, and he's been on the island before. And we are back in Switzerland saving up money to do something other than work 9 to 5. And then my brother and his girlfriend were like, yeah, you should totally come to Siargao. And that's what we did. And we're still here. It's great. Yeah.
So I guess in this case, the curse actually occurred even before you arrived on the island. That's how strong this curse is.
You could say that actually, yeah.
Tell me, how's life in Siargao compared to the life you guys had in Germany and Switzerland before coming here?
You cannot compare it. It's different. It's sounds so cheesy, but it's really everything. Like it's the people, the nature, the welcoming people. Yeah, it's really mostly the people that really welcome you to stay here and
yeah, it feels like all of the Philippines are a really welcoming country out of all the countries we've been to.
Oh,
the people are just so welcoming. Switzerland or Germany, where everybody's just like, yeah, you're all in the 9-to-5 job and everybody's in this kind of mindset.
I'm actually originally from Norway, and I feel the same way that you guys describe the difference here. You know, it's such a different life here. But do you guys miss anything from back home, or?
The cheese.
Fair enough, like some...
The cheese and the wine.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of island life?
Actually, just hopping on a scooter and starting to drive, and it doesn't matter where you go, it's so beautiful. Even now, going through GL in the night, it's so pretty with the lights, everything is so open, there's no closed doors, there's no walls, it's all open. And then you go 5 minutes out and it's just mangroves and jungle and beach. I mean, what's not to love about that?
Do you guys have sort of secret tips for my viewers that haven't been to Siargao yet? What is it that they should see that most tourists miss when they come to Siargao?
Should we tell them?
He's not sure. Come on.
He's not sure.
Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
let's do it. So when you're in Siargao, you should definitely go to Santa Fe and then go to Siargao and then hop into the water and actually go for snorkeling, because you can. And almost no one knows about how beautiful the corals are there. They don't say that. It doesn't say anywhere.
Yeah, also you can combine it with going sunset view in Santa Fe, beats the Sunset Bridge 1,000 times.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, we do live there, so but it's true still. It's just a 10-minute drive from here, like from city center, and it's totally worth it.
All right, last question for you guys. Since you've been here in Siargao for a while, do you even own shoes anymore?
We have one pair of shoes and they are the best. It's a total rip-off. It's a $1 fake plastic Birkenstock. It's perfect. It's all we need.
Yeah, you want to get in on that fake Birkenstock. But like proper shoes, clothes shoes.
Nope.
Since I've been on the island, I don't think I've ever been wearing proper shoes.
Nah.
No. So to answer your question, no.
Full-on island life, basically. I love it.
Full on. Yeah.
Here's a public warning. The interviews you're watching right now are from the beginning of the night, while the later interviews will be after a few drinks, so they're gonna get a little bit wilder and a little bit spicier. I think they're about to start the trivia here, but let's see if I can get in one last interview before it starts. What's your name?
I'm Angela.
Are you a local here, or?
No, I moved here 2 years ago.
When was the first time you came here?
May 2023. I stayed for 2 weeks and then I left for my sister's wedding and then I came back right away.
Have you heard about something very, very dangerous disease, almost like a band that is called the Siargao curse? Have you heard about it?
Yeah, of course I heard about it, but I don't consider it as a curse. I called it Siargao magic.
Yeah.
Because it's very magical that I just decided to stay here. It's very not in my plan, but then it just happened.
So I see you are like a member of the Siargao curse, basically.
I say magic, yeah.
The Siargao magic.
Yeah.
That's a better word.
Yeah, it's a better word. I don't say it curse, like, because people here come and go, and you met a lot of people, and here is like a very good community.
What made you decide to actually move here and live here permanently?
I think it's the community and the people.
Can you tell me, what do you like most about life in Siargao?
Oh, I like to see surfers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You surf yourself?
I don't surf, but I like to watch surfing most of the
Be
time.
honest now, you're like the guys.
Of course. I like surfers and yeah.
What about your friends back home in Laguna? What do they think about like you leaving Manila for Siargao?
Well, they called me an island girl already.
Oh wow, how old are you?
I turned 30.
Damn! What? You don't look 30 at all. Oh my God. I was going to guess like maybe 23, 26, somewhere in that range. Mid-20s at least.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe it's the Filipino DNA. I don't know.
It's Asian genes.
That's it, probably. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. So I know this video is about the Siargao curse, but I have to show you how this trivia works. Check it out. All right, looks like the trivia is about to start now. They have like a quiz master right over there. So he's explaining the themes for today and the rules. You're not allowed to use your cell phone or anything. So yeah, they're kind of strict, but it's going to be fun. Today I'm on a table with only 3 other people, so it's going to be difficult to win.
Look at your phones,
but this is my table with my buddies tonight, so let's see what we can do.
So the first round will be general knowledge. And question number 1 is, the letters CC in the context of an email stand for what?
Oh my God, I really should know this. I have a theory about what it's short for, but do you know what it's short for? Not if you know.
The letters CC in the context of email stand for what?
Do you guys know what this is?
Not at all.
Say hi to my buddy Freeman, the craziest guy in all of Siargao. I mean, I literally can't even tell you guys some of the stories this guy has been telling me, like a true Siargao legend. Freeman is from Lithuania, and he's the best sushi chef here in Siargao. Freeman used to be a chef at Japanese restaurants, top-notch Japanese restaurants in Stockholm and other places around the world. So I think even Norway, right? You used to work in Norway too? Ah, man. This guy, he's been everywhere.
Which Greek philosopher is believed to have shouted Eureka when jumping into a bath owing to the displacement of water by his body?
I have no idea. But if you have an idea, keep in mind your answers. Maybe even write them down, because I'm going to go over the correct answers later. Freeman, how long have you been here in Siargao?
I came here first time in 2014.
Do you prefer Siargao the way it is now, or the way it was 2014?
No comments. I miss old Siargao.
You do?
Yeah, but I'm getting old, so I prefer more quiet.
What do the letters ELI5 stand for? When looking at things online, what do the letters ELI5 stand for?
Those guys look super confused. Well, there's one guy that's happy over there. I think maybe they got it. Those are happy, those guys are happy. These guys look very confused, very confused. How long did you stay here the first time you came here?
2014 to 2019.
So you heard about the Siargao curse, right?
I think we invented it.
That's what I was going to say. I think this guy invented the Siargao curse. All right, they just asked, what country are the CEOs of Google and IBM, I think it's at Microsoft as well, originally from? And I think
But is it like
maybe India? I'm not sure. I think one of the guys is called something like Sundar Pichai, I think. Pretty sure it's Indian.
I was a head chef in the restaurant in London when I got invited to come here to check out the scene and maybe open a restaurant here. So I came here with one suitcase that one of the airlines lost actually. So I had no stuff with me at all, just a handbag with a laptop in it, and that's it, nothing else. Had to start all over.
In which year was the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial? I'm looking for an exact year, please.
2 years ago?
The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard salacious trial.
It's like 2022 or 2020. Yeah, it was before I came here, so it's maybe 2022. I'm betting 2022.
Do you ever miss life in London, Norway, Sweden, Lithuania, or?
Can I curse? Can I curse? No.
Nice.
Shopee and Lazada were both originally founded in which country?
Do you guys know?
Indonesia or Thailand? Thailand or Indonesia?
What's your favorite thing with life there in Siargao?
Freedom.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that. But what does freedom mean to you?
I was stuck in a rat race while living in Europe, trying to achieve something that means nothing.
All right, here's the answers so far. CC in an email is short for carbon copy. The Greek philosopher that shouted Eureka was Archimedes. ELI5 is short for explain like I'm 5. And the CEOs of Google, Microsoft, and IBM were all originally born in India. The Johnny Depp trial was in 2022. And Shopee and Lazada were originally started in Singapore. How many points did you get? Let me know in the comments.
Karl Marx, the father of communism, was born in which modern day country? Karl Marx.
Germany?
What was your first trip here like?
The first thing I've noticed is it's easier to talk to people. More welcoming, more you can talk to people randomly on the streets. So yeah.
Music mogul. Taylor Swift recently bought back the rights to her original first few albums that she had lost to which music mogul?
Well, this one I happen to know really well because that music mogul is actually a friend of mine. I got his number on my phone. And I'm not sure if I should say it out loud or maybe I should just write it, you know?
Just write his number.
Yeah. But it's Scooter Brown. Have you heard about him or no?
Also with...
Don't say it too loud. But yeah, he's a manager for one of the most famous artists on earth. Yeah.
Jimmy Donaldson is better known as who? Jimmy Donaldson is better known as who?
Definitely know that one, you know, especially doing what I'm doing right now. Look,
Jimmy
you guys know?
Donaldson is better known
I'm just gonna write
as
it. Right.
who? He's famous.
You see what I'm doing right now? With the camera? What am I doing right now with this camera? I'm making a vlog. Yeah. Who's the most famous YouTuber in the world?
Oh shit, right.
Mr. Beast?
What's your favorite thing about Siargao?
Favorite thing, time is slow.
Robert Plant was the lead singer of which rock band? Robert Plant was the lead singer of which famous rock band?
Thank you, Dad, for playing so much rock music when I grew up, because I know this one.
Number 3, the music mogul who bought Taylor Swift's back catalogue that she's recently bought back was Scooter Braun.
And Karl Marx was from the modern day Germany, Jimmy Donaldson is Mr. Beast, and Robert Plant was the lead singer of Led Zeppelin.
So I will pick out the teams that got the lowest score overall. And the team that got the lowest score overall who are losers for this week.
At this moment, we are very nervous because we suspect we got a very low score today. So hopefully we didn't lose the whole trivia competition.
Is Asian team coming in on 15 and Meg also coming in on 15. So please come up and enjoy some losers shots for coming in on 15 on the original round of 40 questions. Congratulations.
Thank God we didn't lose, but here is the team that actually won this night. Hey, remember how I said the spiciest interviews are after the trivia finishes? Well, here we go. Yeah, cheers, man. So, what's your name and where you're from?
Okay, I'm Julia. I'm originally from Manila, but I lived in Siargao for 6 years.
Oh, okay. And how was your first trip here?
My first trip here was amazing. There was way more people than how it is now. Well, it was crazier back then, but at the same time, there was a bit more diversity, a bit more focus on surf culture back then. But yeah, I loved it. I loved it when I was here 6 years ago.
How long were you here on your first trip?
Not that long, maybe like 2 weeks, I think. That was in 2018, so it was a long time ago.
Okay. And have you heard about the Siargao curse? Or did you invent the Siargao curse?
No, I didn't invent it. It was something that just popped out of nowhere, I believe a year ago.
And do you feel like you experienced the Siargao curse? Are you under the spell of Siargao?
I hate to admit it, but I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, before my first ever trip to Siargao, I didn't even want to come here.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a hype. I was like, it's a hype, whatever, I'm sure it's nothing. And then I come here and then, I hate to admit it, but I guess I got the curse, so yes. I guess so, yeah.
What made you sort of fall in love with this island?
I think it's just the diversity of the people. Everyone is just more accepting. Everyone just wanted to have a good time. There was no judgment. I came for a vacation. I had a friend who had some uncles who were opening a hostel. And then they asked me if I wanted to be the manager of the hostel. And I said yes because
That's how they got you.
it was either Siargao or Cologne in Germany. And
Okay.
I guess it was an easy pick, so...
You don't regret your choice?
No, not at all.
Is there anything you're missing from the city life, or...?
Good Japanese food, that's for sure. That's it.
Just for context, Freeman here is an excellent sushi chef.
A proper Tajimaya, huh? I'm not gonna lie, I miss McDonald's.
You miss McDonald's? What do you think about this, Freeman? You miss McDonald's? Oh my God.
Do not hate me.
How has the island changed you?
It actually pushed me a lot to think outside of the box in a way that in Manila you kind of work for money, but here it kind of inspires you more to work for the things that you love. Something more community oriented, something that involves more collaboration.
So tell me a little about your life here. Like, what's your everyday life like on the island?
Well, I work for Harana Surf Resort. So that's one job that I focus on day to day. I surf as much as I can. I'm also a freelancer, which means I work for some US clients. And I also have an art studio, which is kind of my passion project. So I produce art pieces for some people here, and that's kind of it. I do as much sports as I can. I go to trivia every Tuesday. I get drunk on Saturdays after Harana, and we can't deny it.
On a scale from 1 to forever, how long are you gonna stay in Siargao?
Not forever. It's not the end game, although. Of course, the idea is to have something here that I can keep going back to, but it's not the end game. I don't see myself here every year for the next 10 years. But yeah, it's nice to have something here so you can come back to it later. Right now we're in our 30s, and it would be nice to revisit these places again eventually. I've been here for 6 years. I think I have a few more years before I get sick of it. But yeah, I'm being really honest.
The Siargao curse is real. So until next time, peace, love, and San Miguel light.